Greetings, fellow scribes! Welcome back to the archive! This week I continue my series on the classes of AD&D Dark Sun by talking about the Templars. With Templars, I close out the cleric section of this, and I think this says a lot about the ultimate power of the Sorcerer-Kings, because the Sorcerer-Kings themselves are the source of the spells of the individual Templars, much like a god on another D&D setting would be. So let's sit back, relax, and enjoy as I talk about the enforcers of the Sorcerer-King's will, the Templars. Imagine, if you will, that a city's police force is also a group of corrupt priests. These individuals worship the leader unquestionably, and the ruler, as long as his priests continue to enforce his will with uncompromising indifference, turns a blind eye. It doesn't matter the bribes or scandals. As long as the people are afraid and cowed into obeying the Sorcerer-King, he doesn't care what his Templars do. And that is the world of the Templar. They are corrupt all the way to the highest levels. They care only about maintaining their own wealth and power. And oh yeah, they revel in this power that they have over the common people. Any edict, no matter how small, can get someone imprisoned, executed. And that's just the way the Templars like it. Of course, the Templars have a rigid hierarchy. It is based on level, of course, such that a higher level Templar can always countermand whatever a lower level Templar does, with some exceptions. One of the more interesting things with the Templars is, unlike all the other priestly classes on Dark Sun, Templars have major access to all 5 spheres: air, earth, water, fire, cosmos. But there's some little quirks with that. The Templars start off their training with a more martial bent. And for most of their levels, they are behind a cleric of equal level. I mean, a first level Templar has no spells whatsoever. But at level 17, they start getting ahead of clerics of the same level. And ultimately, at level 20, the maximum level in AD&D 2nd edition, they have access to more spells, especially at the higher level, than a cleric or druid of the same level would have. They also get to start making scrolls at 6th level and potions at 8th level. Now remember, in Dark Sun, a potion is not a vial with a liquid in it. It is a fruit. So basically that means at 8th level, they start cultivating fruits and vegetables. Well, mostly fruits. This is also part of why most Sorcerer-King's palace complexes have gardens. Now, the various levels of a Templar give them access to a lot of different things. But these are only within their city-state. Now, at 5th level, a Templar gets full access to the palaces of the Templar, of the city-state. But a starting Templar is able to call upon a slave to do whatever he wants. He can pass judgment on a slave at any time. Judgment usually means execution. It can also mean pardoning or, let's just say, imprisonment or anything like that. You can legally enter the house of any freeman starting at level 2. And at 3rd level, a Templar can requisition soldiers. 4th level, a Templar can accuse a freeman of disloyalty. Basically, it's a Templar can accuse a person not a slave of any crime he wants. And the accused freeman will be locked in the dungeons for as long as the accusing Templar wishes. He can pass judgment on a freeman at 7th level. And the freeman must be at least 2 levels lower than the judging Templar, regardless of the freeman's class. And there need not be any real evidence. The Templar is the final, unerring judge, jury, and executioner. Or at least judge and jury. At 6th level, the Templars can call upon the city treasury. And what they get for this is they get a number of D10 equal to their level multiplied by 10 in money. Actually, in actual gold pieces from the city treasury. A Templar can accuse a noble at 10th level, just like he would a freeman, and he can pass judgment on a noble 2 levels or lower below him, starting at 15th level. A Templar can give pardon to any condemned man when he reaches 17th level. This is the only thing that only the Sorcerer-King can countermand. No other Templar can countermand this. And Templars, like I said, are based on a strict hierarchy. You can actually have a Templar accuse and judge another Templar, as long as that Templar is not the same level. The Templars always have to be a lower level to be able to order each other around. But a Templar of higher level can countermand anything except a pardon. Now, one of the non-city-based abilities for the Templar is that they have power over undead. Templars, though, do not get to turn undead. They get to command them. And so it's when they make the turning check, it's determining if they command or make the undead absolutely subservient to them. And that is the mechanics of the Templars. As you can see, the individual Templars really don't have much use in the standard adventuring party, because all of their really powerful abilities are all focused around the city that they're in. And of course, they are servants of their Socerer-King, so if you go to another city, the Templars there are going to be looking askance, castling said Templar from your base city. So, Templars are really good for if you are playing a game based around one city. But also remember, Templars are either neutral or evil. So they're never gonna be the good guys. Or at least they're never going to be people who are going to be doing stuff for the greater good, like most AD&D parties were. They're not going to be heroes in the terms of being selfless. They're going to be doing heroic deeds because it gets them better standing, better status, better money, what have you. The Templar is basically always going to be the party member who's looking out for himself, because that's kind of his job. It's kind of in the class description itself. So, next week, we move to talking about rogues with the thief class. So, until then, like you all to remember to have fun and keep gaming.